Good afternoon, welcome to Interesting Talks with Footprints Counselling Service. I hope your glass is half full rather than half empty. Today's talk is on a good friend, how to be one. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're here weekly, welcome back. Do leave comments on Facebook, Twitter and on YouTube. I like to see what people think and it gets a debate going. We all learn and we all win. As we are all now have been in lockdown in the UK, and we've just come out for our second lockdown, this has given many a chance to seriously look at their lives and who they have in it and so on. Lots of things to think about, but we're talking on friends today. I've been with some of my friends last week and I've been told that I'm a good friend, to my surprise. So what is a good friend and how can we possibly be one? They don't teach this at school, and parents tend to give a very vague description, if at all. For me, my parents more spoke to me about who to stay away from. I've spoken on this subject before, so if you like, you can have a look at that talk. I don't know, maybe about a year ago. So for the reasons why we aren't collectively so good at friendship is that we don't have a clear idea of what a really good friend might be. We don't, because nobody's told us. We've just got some ideas in our head. And sometimes they don't make sense. So it may therefore be worth trying to draw up a list of an ideal candidate so as to focus on your desires and to spur us to acquire the sort of character we would want to find in others. I'm going to sort of list them off. So number one, the ideal friend knows how to show weakness. That's a strength. The ideal friend doesn't try to prove how robust and successful they are. On the contrary, quite often they might let us know how awkward and potentially embarrassing things about themselves. They show how much they trust us by confessing failings, sorrows, which would open them up to possible humiliation from the world beyond, the outside world. They offer us a gift of their vulnerability. 2, they're genuinely interested in our sorrows and our difficulties, and yet they are not shocked or even surprised by the weird and stupid things we've done. They're not judgmental. They don't come down harshly or critically on our weaknesses because they know themselves well enough to be alert to their own odd or more troubled sides. And they do us the graceful favour of assuming that behind the scenes we're as radically imperfect as they are. Because we're all imperfect. No matter how much you think you're good, you know what, you got problems, you got issues, we all have. 3, the proper friend is reassuring. They don't just flatter, they understand how easily we lose perspective, panic, underestimate our own ability to cope. They know we've got zones of fragility that need to be treated gently. Sometimes they get us to laugh at ourselves when our own would be inclined for a self-pity or pity party. 4, a true friend helps build our self-understanding. There are so many things we don't entirely comprehend about who we are or what we're doing. We get agitated or defensive. We don't really know why. We find it tricky to pin down our goals. We might even have some strong opinions, but it can be difficult to explain exactly why we have these ideas and why these ideas matter to us. The right friend listens and helps us piece together the best account of our fears and their excitements. 5, they help us to think. More often than it's comfortable to admit, we don't quite know what we think until a proper friend gently asks us to expand on our thought, to explain why we were impressed by it, and to find good answers to possible objections. These are the potential that friends can bring to us. 6, they help us like ourselves. A good friend likes us in ways we're not easily able to. Normally we're internally alive to our own shortcomings. It's more obvious from our point of view what's disappointing or frustrating about us than what's endearing to us or what's attractive about us. We might need a friend because we're liable to be unfriendly to ourselves. It's just the way we are. It's the way we're wired. We tend to think about a true friend must be someone to spend a lot of time with us. But actually, the ideal other becomes part of us. We internalize who they are, how they speak, the way they smile, the way they pause or get enthusiastic about things. They contribute to our lives and our brains, even though they're not there. Even though we've not been in touch for a while or they are far away, they're always with us. In life, having good friends around you helps make you the best person you can be. We don't need yes friends or ones that constantly put us down. Never forget what we want to have as a friend is similar to what we put out. I hear some say, oh, I don't have many good friends. Well, you can socialise again now. So make that brave step and join clubs that meet up. There are so many of them out there. Make acquaintances, connections, and socially move out. Get to know people. You can build up acquaintances that can lead to friends. So if you find this talk useful, share with family, friends, acquaintances. Do your best to stay positive. Try to be a good friend. Cultivate potential friends if you don't have good ones. Bye for now. Stay positive. Stay strong.